If you are looking for inspiration, well, then you're going to love this because I want to talk to you today about the 5 things that I do every single day to stay motivated and to keep me focused. Number one, and hands down, number one is by far the most important. So listen to me very carefully. Number one, what I like to do every single day is watch porn and masturbate. It makes me feel absolutely amazing about myself and deeply connected with other people. The second thing that I like to do to stay motivated is eat processed food and consume alcohol. I love it. Makes me feel phenomenal. Second thing that I like to do is I like to scroll through TikTok and Instagram at least for a minimum of 2 hours a day. Third thing that I like to do is stay inside, or excuse me, the fourth thing, I like to stay inside and avoid the sun at all costs because it causes a lot of problems. And the final thing, I like to avoid human beings. I don't want to connect with anybody ever. Like people text me, I ain't texting them back. People call me, you're calling me, I don't want to talk to you. I'm busy scrolling on TikTok. That's what I do to stay motivated. All jokes aside, I actually do want to talk to you about some really simple things that I do every single day to actually stay motivated. All jokes aside now, what inspired this video is simply people regularly commenting or noticing like, hey Drew, you seem to be like motivated on a regular basis. And I'm like, yeah, kind of, sort of. And so I kind of want to speak to why I think that is. And the first one is actually the most important. The first thing is every single day, I remind myself of my dreams, of my goals, and what I am intentionally creating with my life. I'll explain the process of how I do that in a moment. But first, I'm reminded of one of the greatest books of all time, Viktor Frankl, A Man's Search for Meaning. And within this book, Victor survives the Holocaust and all of the atrocities that came with that. And he realized that those who had meaning in their life, they had a vision, they had a dream, they had a purpose, they were much more likely to survive and even thrive compared to the people who are just like bogged down on like the crumminess of life. Because yeah, life can get pretty chaotic at times, but if you can stay focused on the end goal, then you're going to just immediately notice like you have more life force in your body. And so the process that I do, I call it clean up, tune up, act up. This is a meditation routine that I've created. Cleanup simply stands for 2 to 3 minutes. I'm sitting down and I'm trying to clean my mind and my body of all the chaos that was once there and simply relax myself and try to become as present as I possibly can. Not thinking about the past or the future, just like trying to be here now, just cleaning up. Second thing is tune up. And again, 2 to 3 minutes, tuning up. And tuning up simply means trying to elevate my energy intentionally and consciously, trying to feel the way that I want to feel. Neville Goddard would say to occupy the state of your wish fulfilled. And that's what I'm doing when I'm tuning up. I'm imagining, I'm visualizing what it is that I want. It's already here, it's now, and I just feel so confident and so abundant and so empowered. And then the third thing is act up. I get up, I get out of the chair that I'm sitting in, and I start to move my body. I just allow the energy to move my body in whatever way it wants to move. Sometimes it's like some unique breath. Sometimes it's like funky dancing. Sometimes it's boxing. But I just get that energy that is like all in my body and I like physicalize it. And that immediately just puts my body in this like action oriented state so that I'm much more likely to act boldly towards my goals. So again, the first thing that I do to stay motivated is I like to remind myself of what it is that I want with my life. The second thing is kind of speaking to that, but more broad. I like to move my body every single day. Either that's strength training, that's doing mobility, that's going on a walk, that's going on a run, that's doing some type of martial arts. Whatever it is, I like to move my body and it makes me feel amazing. On the days where I don't move my body, which are very, very rare now, something feels stagnant. So if you want to feel more motivated, go move your body. The third thing that I have written down here And I'm so fortunate that I'm able to do this the way that I do it. But the third thing is to connect with loved ones. And I feel fortunate because I have so many great friends and so many amazing family members. Both of my parents are remarried, so I have so many siblings that I can connect with. And also, I have an amazing girlfriend and partner in my life who I'm able to connect with. And having that deep connection is so important. Being able to reach out to people if I ever need to talk or just be heard is so important. And I was very intentional to like create that community for myself. So if you're in a place and you want to feel motivated, go intentionally create an amazing community for yourself. You can do that no matter where you are. You can make that happen. It's possible. Number four, I like to learn something new every single day, and this comes in a bunch of different ways, primarily through audiobooks or YouTube videos or podcasts. But simply the goal here is just to expand my level of awareness. So I become more and more and more and more of a holistic, well-rounded man. And the fifth one, which I think is probably the newest thing that I've added, is I like to laugh every single day. I used to be like ignorant to how important that is, and it was just like work. It was just improve. It was just focus on whatever it is that I was focused on. But fortunately, recently I've become aware of the importance to laugh, and there's many ways that I do that. It's being silly in conversation. It's calling up people who I can just like be totally goofy and sarcastic with. It's listening to like my favorite podcasts or the Pat McPhee show. He likes it, or he makes me laugh. It's listening to comedians. But every day I like to do a little bit of laughing. It doesn't have to be so serious. So if you're in a place where you're looking for inspiration, try incorporating those 5 things into your life and just simply see how epic life becomes for you. If you enjoyed this, please share it with a friend. Talk to you soon.